Hello, this is Davide Biocchi speaking, and this is my weekly intermarket analysis. Let's start with the euro dollar. That is really interesting to see, and also, especially if we go back with the story, we can see that we are in a box since a long time. And now the euro is stronger than the dollar recently, especially because, let's say, probably we will go for some decision from the central banks in future June. And then because of the fact that the data of the economy in the US are a little bit more weaker than the European one, that after, let's say, the recession are becoming a little bit better. So that's why probably the euro is recovering against the dollar. This has an impact on commodities like the crude oil that is really stable around the price of 80, and more or less even here we have from more than 1.5 years a sideways that is going up and down from this level. So it's very easy and very clear to see the sideways here, and that we are around this price, and since more or less 3 weeks we are going up and down in this sideways, very short and small sideways. Very interesting is what is concerning the gold, that just today has realized a new all-time high. So it's really interesting to look at the market, going also back to see that after the market went through the previous record high around 2080, there was a first attempt with this breakout, then the market moved, did let's say an all-time record high here that was realized also today, let's say tonight in Europe. So again, very interesting, and let's see if this will impact also the stock indices that are mainly waiting for the earnings by Nvidia that will be released on Wednesday, and will be so relevant because they will have the power, if they will be able to create a wow effect again, to attract more money to the technology that is around 1/3 of the total capitalization of the S&P 500, or let's say they can call some sales on the sector, and so this is why the market are around the previous top, and probably in the process to try to go through. So this is the Nasdaq around the level that we have seen before, probably with the possibility to go through, but I think that nothing will happen before Nvidia will release the data. Similar situation we have on the S&P 500, very similar situation, and also in Europe is something similar. So we have the Euro Stock 50 that is around the top of the period, and with the possibility to go through that level, and the DAX that just updated one week ago a new all-time high and is moving more or less around the level. It will be a very interesting week, especially here in Europe, in Italy. We have seen many dividends pay, and it will be interesting to see if all that money that came back to investors will be again invested in the same stocks, in the same sectors, or if there will be a rotation and other sectors, like for example utilities, will be bought, and let's say something interesting could happen also on the side of bonds, especially the long-term bonds that were recently more bought than sold, as we can see here, and the market is very close to the level of 92.3 for what concerning the TLT, so Treasury long term. It will be very interesting to see if we have a possibility to go up here, because above we have many resistances, but the market can go and test them if it will be able to overtake this resistance. So this is all for this week. Thank you very much for being with me. This is Davide Biocchi from Italy. Ciao, ciao. See you soon.